Happy National Ceiling Fan Day, guys. To commemorate this, first off, I'm actually uploading the video on time. And I'm going to do one grand tour of every single ceiling fan I have installed. So this will be a tour of the ones in my house, although they're all the same from the last video except for one. And my full garage display video. So let's get started with the ones in my house. Here's my very dirty Hunter Adirondack. This has been here for about a couple years now. This has been a very good fan for here, and as you can see, we use it quite a lot. It's perfect for keeping my dogs cool in the summer. Well, that gets up to speed. In my living room is the Hunter Acela, also very dirty. Had this up for a few months now, and this fan is still fantastic. Oh, wrong button. There we go. Still no medallion, though. So to kind of save time, I'm just going to do some jump cuts through the different sections of my house, just so I don't have to waste your guys' time with wandering around. There's that, there's that. Out here is my little Casablanca Walia, the newer one. This fan doesn't get used almost at all. But it's nice to have when you're sitting out here. All right, so I'm just gonna hurry through this since you've already seen these ones. Let's go to medium. Medium, I think that was medium. Yep. Do medium low. Wasn't sure if that worked, but I guess it did. Medium high. And high. Very thrown off by the 4-speed. It gets me every time. High. Slight rattle to it. That's because of the shade and the light bulb. What's up, buddy? My dog needs to go potty, so after I finish filming this section, he'll be out. And, high. Switch to wide angle here, so you can get the two of them in shot. Very good breeze, actually, from these three. Very good. Okay, spin down. Here's spin down. Actually, can I get all three in shot if I do this? No, not quite. The lens isn't wide enough. So these two. Let's scooch over and do this one. This will be the first to stop. The Acela takes somewhere, and the Adirondack both take over 4 minutes to stop, somewhere around there, so it'll be a long wait. So we'll focus on this little guy first. So these fans are, I have no plans to replace these. These are going to stay installed in the house. Couple reasons why I don't put anything collectible. Mostly because my mom doesn't like the older brass fans. She wants something that looks modern. My dad would be fine with it, but my personal problem is I don't want to see my collectible ones get used up and ruin them, so to speak. So that's kind of why I've stuck with modern fans. Although there are a few vintage ones I'd like to put in my house. Yeah, this fan is pretty much immaculate other than dust from sitting here for a few years now. Yeah, this little guy had a couple predecessors. Before it was the Hampton Bay San Marino. The other one was the Hampton Bay Littleton. Here's that. I know, big fella. Almost done. Yeah, he's whining now. Don't worry, guys. I promise I'll take him out. Actually, while I do that, here's zero to high. Very powerful little fan. All right. So I'm gonna move over to here, get this better, and get the two of them in shot this way, so it's a slightly better quality. So this only had one predecessor as far as I know. That was the Litex Star, or the Firebird. It was a Firebird lighted housing hugger. I can't talk, sorry. I confirmed that one was made by Firebird. That's what the sticker on the top said. So that one was pretty cool, but the cap completely blew on the fan. So the fan is completely dead. Until I get a new cap, of course. That may go up on the display in the future. The Acela, I don't believe there was ever a fan there, so I had to put up a fan box and then install that fan. Luckily, the last owner had the foresight to put the box on a stud, despite the fact it was only a light. So that was good thinking on their part. Yeah, this is him asking me to go out. This is my big dog, Samson, and his little sister, Delilah. All right, and, oh, I got it backwards. It's the Adirondack that stops first. That's done. Zero to high on that while we wait for that one. I'm not gonna lie, this fan I don't think is ever turned off. It's been running straight on high for the past 700 days. It's very rare for this not to be running. So, and honestly, I'm beginning to think the cap is starting to drift already. Because that's not as fast as it used to be. This is just about stopped. Yeah, I've done individual videos on these fans, so if you want to see them more in depth, you can just watch those on my channel. This one's still going. There we go. And here's zero to high. And yeah, there you have it. There's the first floor. Now we'll do the upstairs. All right, so here's the upstairs. This thing is still here. I'm sorry, I just have not been feeling like replacing it. This is the extremely dirty and starting to sag Seagull Celebrity. It's a cool finish and an interesting light kit, but it's still pretty much a cheap builder fan. It works though for what it is. Yeah, my mom really likes this fan, so that's why I'm picking a really good one to replace it with. Something unique, I think. But yeah, my parents, they use this fan all the time. This thing also rarely gets turned off. So yeah, this thing is filthy. And I think the cap, I don't know how the cap is in this thing, but it seems to be all right since I installed it. Do medium. Those are the AC units running in my windows. They're just running on fan just to bring in the nice outside air. Yeah, I'm just gonna speed through that because you guys have seen this fan 100 times before. Yeah, I got this fan at my restore about almost 4 years ago now. When I first met WeFire, we did a video. When we did a video of these, he got that Newtone decorator. I got this. All right, so my brother's bedroom is the Lady Delta. This one's March 25th, 1992, fan number 641 from its day. If you're interested, the CB number is there. Yeah, I believe that's CB25, yeah. So I believe that is March 25th, 1992. It has the same light kit I put on the Whalia, except that one has the white fitter. They're cheap Westinghouse ones. They look good on these castles, I'm not gonna lie. You have to remember this is a Casablanca. Switching gears, low, medium, high. This one I think is one of the ones affected by that recall with the hang shrew, but this is a Lady Delta. I'm not worried about it unless it was like a Victorian or something. This fan really doesn't get used almost at all anymore. It just kind of sits here because no one's living in this room now. My brother's moved out and getting married, so yeah, this is just kind of here. Little wobble on high. But definitely a powerful fan. And then the fan in my room you guys have not seen yet, but it's a fan I guarantee everyone has seen at one point. A Windward. This is a 44-inch one by Home Decorators. It's the current one you can buy. And I wanted something modern in my room, but I wanted to make sure it was a good fan, so I snagged this out of curiosity, and I was not disappointed. This is by far one of the best fans I put up. This, of course, replaced the antique brass Hampton Bay Cameron. Yeah, this moves more air than the Cameron does. My other big thing is I needed a light kit. I really like having a light kit on my fans. And in here, this fan was perfect. I'll do another individual video on this fan in the future. I'll show it more in depth. Yeah, the light kit is not integrated. It is just 2 sockets and 2 regular bulbs, which is kind of interesting. I would have thought they moved on from that by now, but I'm kind of glad they didn't. It makes replacing the light a little easier. So there's that. Wide angle. Lady Delta and the Windward. The Lady Delta is way faster. And the Seagull. So let's do spin down. That one's probably going to be first, and then this one. And the Lady Delta. There we go. All right. I'll focus on these two because you guys are seeing the Seagull lighting enough. I'm going to put my camera like this. Perfect. Yeah, you can see the different wood paneling the last owners used in here. My brother's room's a lot lighter than mine. So yeah, I'll replace the Windward when I'm bored, but that's going to stay up there for quite a while because that's been a great fan so far. Lady Delta is probably going to stay there for now. I may put up something less collectible since that room's not going to be used, and I don't want to see the Lady Delta just sit there. And this will have a replacement soon. I just got to build up the desire to do it. So based on the spin downs, I'm kind of impressed. I think the Seagull's not going to be the winner. Wow, yeah, the Seagull stopped first. That's not good. Bearings must not be doing very well. Yeah, normally the Lady Delta stops first. These have really quick spin downs. Oh, okay then. Looks like the Windward was last. This has a pretty long spin down despite the intense blade pitch and the very lightweight blades. Installing them was a cinch. You literally just snap them in place. It's dead simple. It's a little sketchy, but those brackets felt pretty sturdy, so I'm confident that it won't throw a blade at my face in the night. Yeah, like I said, I'll show off this fan a little more when I do the individual video of it. But here's 0 to high on that. Try to do 0 to high on this. Well, that went easily. And 0 to high on this. And there you have it. Here's the upstairs of my house. Next, a spot you guys haven't seen in quite a while. And here's the spot. Welcome back to my workshop. Been a while since I filmed these fans down here. I only really use the breezeway, to be honest, but yeah, you'll remember them well. This is the little, start with this little guy, the NCFD Crusader. Let me turn on the control here, run it off the switches. This one, of course, I got at my restore. It was in the free pile. It's missing 3 blades. And I don't know what happened to the original globe. I just put this tiny schoolhouse globe because I liked how it looked. Definitely in contention for the loudest fan. But I've had this fan for 6 years now. This is one of the first fans I collected. And I still love this little fan. Over here is probably the most unique fan, the little Monte Carlo Lunar. I think people nickname it the Egg. This fan I might relocate to my display. I want to see it out there and use it out there. Yeah. Definitely a powerful little fan. For what it is, anyway. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. The Harbor Breeze Breezeway. Quite love this fan. This is the one I use the most down here, and even so, that's not a lot. I really got to clean this area out, though, and use it again. I've been using my garage, so I haven't been down here very often, so this fan is basically just humidity control. But you've seen this fan a bunch of times before. Let me kill that light, actually, so you can see it better. Fun fact about that light right there, that's where that was the light that used to be in my living room before the Acela. I don't have it wired up, I just wanted to hang it again because it's a very cool light. Very thick crystal globe, and it's got to be like 1940s or something. And this NCFD, I think it's a Princess. It's been so long, I've forgotten which this one is called. I believe it is a Princess, a 32-inch one. This one has one of the best looking schoolhouse globes ever. And being an NCFD, it's also incredibly loud. It's all motor hum. Yeah, I gotta be honest, I was planning on taking all these fans out of here and relocating them. Just because this ceiling is so low. I'm bent over right now. This ceiling is about 5.5, almost 6 feet tall. It's just so low, and even when they're not running, I've been bumping my head into them, so I'm gonna have to end my fans being down here. I may keep one of them here in the center, though. That's all right. But yeah. Yeesh. You can hear that one. Alrighty then, well, once I stop stepping on stuff, we'll try to do a spin down here. See if I can get them all in shot. Perfect. So first will be the little Lunar. That just does not have a long spin down. There's no weight to the blades. Bearings are still stiff after all these years. And sharp curve to the blades. Yep. Next is the little Crusader. And these two. I want to say the Breezeway because I use that one much more frequently. There's a 0 to high on these little guys. Actually, maybe the NCFD this time. That's interesting. Okay, wow. I stand corrected. The NCFD won. Did not expect that. And yeah, there you have it, my workshop fans. I say I may replace them, I don't know. I'm on the fence about that still, so who knows what could happen. But now, for the section of my house you've all been waiting for. And here it is, my ceiling fan display. You are looking at, I think I counted 29 ceiling fans. I tried to get 30, but I didn't have enough time, and honestly, I'd have to cram something small up in one of these spaces. So, it is daytime right now, so you can see these fans in their glory without the need of the overhead lights. So, let's get started. This is the little Hampton Bay Matari 1. Still have this here. This is not going to be replaced anytime soon. This just makes a great little fan for over the freezer here. Plus, the light is helpful. One of the newest fans on the display. This is a Hunter Omnia. It's a 30-inch fan. I filmed this one a little while ago. This is an excellent little fan, but it is pretty overpriced, I think I mentioned. For the two industrials, this is the little 36-inch Marley that's still here from 2004. And I brought this beast out again, the SMC M48. Definitely not original, and it's completely beat up, so I apologize for the appearance. Here's low on the control. There are no screws for the upper canopy. It's just being held together with hopes and dreams. So let's go to the back here. Newtone Hug the Ceiling, 42-inch hugger. Definitely a pretty cool fan to have. I like anything Newtone, to be honest, so I do like this one. This fan I got for free from WeFire. I got the SMC industrial off of, I forget where. The Marley was eBay? No, I don't think it was eBay. I would have overpaid for it. The Hunter was Amazon, and the Hampton Bay Matari was Marketplace. Hunter Original. Possibly one of the most anticipated ceiling fans on my channel. And definitely one I've been wanting to get. I'm just not wanting to pay $200 for one because I'm not obsessed with them like some collectors. This one has no upper canopy, as is typical with these, but it came with everything else, like the mounting hardware. Here's another modern fan, a Harbor Breeze Gaskin. This one was on clearance at my Lowe's. This, I think, has become an online-only one for my Lowe's. So you can still get the outdoor like gazebo one that has a clip versus the mounting bracket there. So that's pretty cool. Casablanca Panama 5. I just uploaded the video of this. I filmed it like last week, but I didn't get to upload it until now. So you guys can watch the individual video on that if you want to see it. I'll leave it alone while I'm over here. The Moss Caribbean Breeze. A fan that's been hanging on the display for the longest, and I've only relocated it just to keep it out of the way of the other fans. This fan will never be replaced. It is by far one of my absolute favorite fans. So while those get up to speed. Robbins & Myers Hunter Original. A little 36-inch one. Here's the tag for you guys. 2-speed, non-reversible. I think this one was an eBay splurge. I got it for not too much. Actually, I think I paid more for this than the 52-inch ones, but it was still around 50, I want to say. Actually, I don't think it was eBay. That was another one. The Caribbean Breeze was from the collector Skylar Strickland. I think that's his name. I'm bad with names. The Panama 5 also came from WeFire. He has a couple. I think he got 4 of them, so I got 2 of them. This one had the light, the other one didn't. The gasket was Lowe's, like I mentioned, and the original was Marketplace. Encon High Breeze, or Crompton Greaves. I think it's 1050 centimeter, which is like 47 something inches. I put this out here in place of the Golden fan because the Golden fan just runs so hot when you run it. And I was worried it was going to burn it out. So I've decided to finally replace it with something strong. And boy, howdy, I chose good. Pat myself on the back. And yeah. Over here we have the two early 90s Encons. The 30-inch Princess. That's a low-flying plane. And, yeah. Sorry, distracted. It's a pretty old one. The, 32-inch Crusader. 30-inch, excuse me. Sorry, guys, that was distracting. Yeah. These two are a nice little pair for each other. And, yeah, this was another fan I've been longing to get ever since I saw WeFires in his little fan shed. This is an awesome little fan. And this, because it looks so much like a Minuet too, I had to get it. It's so much nicer looking than the Crusader in my basement. And I think this is probably a newer version. Madison Avenue Flintstone ceiling fan. 2 switches. This is how you reverse it. This fan I got because my dad specifically requested for it. So this fan is probably never going to be... This fan will never be replaced. This is a permanent install. Let's see here. Which one next? Homestead Universal. I think it's a... Oh, golly. 30-inch, 32-inch. I'm bad with these sizes. Sorry, guys. Let me zoom out a little bit here. There we go. Yeah, I wanted to bring this one back out here because I love how this one looks. And I have to have a Homestead on my display. Hunter 2nd Century Original. This is another fan that probably won't be... This fan won't be taken down anytime soon. This one's an awesome fan. It is really just a better looking Hunter Original. Better looking, well, that's subjective to some, but I personally like this more than how it looks versus some originals. Yeah, I got this fan off Marketplace. I think this one currently has the record for the most I've paid for a fan on the display right now. But still, $50. Not bad considering this thing was new without a box. Most beautiful fan on the display by far. The Hunter 1886 series, the limited edition. I forget which year this one's from. I'm bad with all these years. Sorry, guys. I can't remember any of them. Actually, I say that. The Panama 5 was from 1991, I think I said in my video. This one I got off Marketplace. It was 40 bucks. I didn't get the wooden crate with it, but I got the fan, which that's what I care about. The crate really is cool. The crate would be cool to have, but that would just be something to sit around and not see any use. R&M Hunter Comfort Breeze, 2-speed, not reversible. Definitely a fan I've been looking for a long time. I wanted a polished brass one, but this all white one will do for now. It's all white with me. Sorry about that. Very fast, low speed on this little guy though, but very effective air mover. Lasco American Classic, sometimes known as the House Beautiful. I did not adjust the pitch on these blades, so it has a very slow speed. It's slow on all speeds. This one is probably going to be replaced after the video. I have some more special fans, but I'm going to wait till the next display video to show you guys. Heritage Alliance Rainbow Hugger, 30 inches. And Heritage Alliance Hugger, I think that was low, in polished brass. There we go. My dogs are outside playing right now. I let them out like I said I would. I do have 3 of these. One of them is plain white, one is polished, and these are the other 2. I removed that one because that one was a little problematic. This brass one is next on the chopping block. I think surely because for the fact this low speed is way slower than the rainbow one for some reason. So I think the cap of this is already drifting, which is foolish because this was new in box, but I guess it is a reminder of the quality of these little heritages. All right, we'll move over here. Hampton Bay Grayton 1. This one has been on the display for quite a long time too. I just like how this looks here. I'm just in no rush to replace this one either. But this is a pretty cool fan. Good, well, that's kind of subjective. It's probably one of the weakest fans in terms of the breeze it gives off. But still, it's better than not having a fan. Over here is this Northman 42-inch 5-blade spinner. You don't see this kind of spinner too often. I wanted it to be beside the Grayton so I could have the two spinner fans together because I thought that would look cool together. And in my opinion, it does. You can hear all the motors humming now from some of these fans. I can hear that loose globe from here. I don't like that. Oh, it's the Grayton. Make sure I don't, okay, yeah. There we go. Don't want that to fall. We see what happens on YouTube when that happens. My 42-inch Fasco Charleston. A fan I'm probably never going to replace because I love how it looks. I think this is a 3rd gen model based on the mounting bracket. I'm terrible with that too. Fan I haven't replaced yet, Minka Air Supra. I haven't found anything to replace this with, so this is still going to be up here. But it should be gone by the time I film the next display. Here's another little 30-inch one, a Encon Petite. I think that's the name of it. This one is an actual Encon. All right, this next one I need to get the remote for. So this is my hodgepodge. This is the Lady Delta. This is my other Lady Delta. This one's a little newer. I think this one's from '98. I gotta do, let's see here. I gotta do it like this first. At the time, it seemed like a good idea. Now it's pretty stupid. I can't turn the light off without turning off this little guy. Oh, that's right. So, This is a Bell & Howell socket fan, obviously, so I'm gonna run this on high. I'm just gonna go through this since I've already showed the Lady Delta. This one's identical to the one in my brother's bedroom. The difference is the ball and socket. This one's white for some reason. Actually, there we go. The breeze pushes this little thing. Alright, so we'll turn that on low. This Lady Delta will be replaced by the time that you see the next video too. This has been up for way too long. And yes, last but not least, this little guy, the Adamberg Renessa fan. I have the LED on. Turn that off. 220 volt DC fan. It's running through a transformer right now. Yeah, definitely a cool little fan. I imported it from India. Apparently these have very negative reviews. A lot of people say that the circuit boards short out too quickly. That's like 50-50 chance of that apparently. So I got really lucky so far. I don't really use the fan that much, so it's been fine for me. Actually, I'll be honest, I really don't use this fan at all unless I'm filming. So yeah. I may put up my other Indian fan again, the Bajaj there. So that will be up there again. So other than the Lady Delta, I'm such a pro, guys. But yeah, that should be everything running, so. Let's go out here and get a shot of everything on low. Yeah, low speed, the Casablanca wins because it's so slow on low, as was intended by Casablanca. Fastest low speed, well, it's between the R&M Comfort Breeze and the Gaskin. Definitely the slowest. Let's turn everything to medium here. Just gonna kind of speed through it. Medium looks almost no different on this fan. The OG. Alright, so we'll do that speed 3. We'll just cycle through the Casablanca real quick. Number 2. 3. That's medium-ish. Turn that to number 2 now. We'll do medium-high on the Caribbean Breeze. Do speed 4 on the Panama. This is where things start getting sketchy. 2-speed original, we're just gonna put it on high. Crop degrees, we find a medium-ish on the control. That's about it. This is on the can arm control, by the way. Keep mixing up the pull chains on this thing. Oh, I forgot to mention, the Crusader here also has an interesting record of being the quietest N-Con I own. It's everything over here. Yeah, I have to double check. It's hard keeping track of this stuff, you know? There we go. Medium. Medium. Yeah, the last owner, as you can see, put this big old tassel on it. I kind of like it, I'm not going to lie. It fits it weirdly. Medium on this little guy. Medium on the Flintstone fan. We'll just go to high on this since this is also a 2-speed. Medium. Medium. Oh, I did not have that running on low. Well, then I'll just get that low real quick so you can see it run on low. I'll come back to that one. All right. This doesn't speed up too drastically. The grating here, I'll move this to medium. I'm exhausted, guys, so I apologize in advance for my lack of commentary. I don't have too much to say on these fans. Medium. Medium. That's on high, that one's on high. This is one of the best looking lows in my opinion, because it is somewhat functional. I will cycle through the speeds on this. Speed 2. 3. 4. We'll just put it on 4 like the Casa. Yeah, this is still the strongest fan hanging here. We'll head back to the Rainbow Hugger. Try not to step on anything. There we go. Yeah, that's what low should look like. That's still faster than the other fan, though. Oh, yeah, duh, I'm not turning it off. So it was on medium, so low, off, high. We'll just put that one on high now. The yellow blade is a good determiner for how fast it goes. And we'll do a quick shot of everything on medium, although everything's on different speeds. Most of the stuff is actually pretty even, which is kind of cool. All right, now let's get chaotic. Move that to high. High. Crank that dial up to high. This is where things are going to start getting noisy. High. This is not going to change that much. I'll crank up this beast to high. I also forgot to mention, this one was made December 31st, 1992 from the Plant Line 130. I just had someone explain that to me, so I can't remember his YouTube channel name, but thank you if you're watching. Speed 5, 6. Now the Panama can really crank up. Move that to high, just... yeah. Like I said, this is hard to do. Ordinarily, these fans, most of these actually stay unplugged when I'm not using them. Just because there's no reason to have 29 ceiling fans running. That's high on the Crompton, that was like instant. Fan. There we go, I remember. High on this little girl. This little one. These two are pretty much the same in speed and performance. It's kind of funny. This has a better breeze though because it's not on a down. It's on a down rod, unlike this one. This one never came with a down rod. All right. High. That's not high. Huh. Turn that off. So high. So I guess I wasn't running that one either. Sorry, guys. Like, if I didn't justify this before, I'm tired. Luckily, I'm only doing this to the fans you guys have already seen. High. Trying to stick my wrist in the 1886 because that might hurt. High. Set it to wide angle so you can see the fan a little better. High. It is getting noisy in here. That's already on high. 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 Yeah, this probably has the lowest speed because of the problem of the blades. All right, move. Wiggle through here and do these ones. It's already on high. High. Charleston on high. Northman on high. This thing has the worst wobble of all the fans hanging. I've balanced it, I've straightened it. It's just wobbles like crazy. And the grating. There we go. Get rattling all around. Globes are tight on that too. This little monster. 5, 6. And boost mode. Which apparently turned it off. Oh, no. I suppose not. Okay, I guess that doesn't work anymore. if there's any justification for what I just said about these, what are the odds of that? And that's everything. All right. Right. There's everything on high. It's quite a breeze from these fans. But I'm getting different gusts of wind from different directions because of it. I'm going to sit down here for a bit and put it on a wide angle and you can enjoy it a little better. Oh, I forgot to mention, the Fasco Charleston came from my dad. He picked up 2 fans from a guy local to me. It was that, and it was a little Vanity Fair. The Vanity Fair's flywheel is completely destroyed, though, so I can't hang that, unfortunately. Which is a bummer, because that was one of my all-time favorite fans, and I cannot hang it. I'm going to get that fixed so you guys can see it in the future. I think I did a video of it, I'm not sure. The Lady Delta came from a collector. The Bell & Howell from a Home Depot. Not a local one to me, I had to go to a different one because it was in stock there. The Little Encon, the Petite, I honestly can't remember. The Northman was Marketplace. Same thing with the Grayton. Both were Marketplace. I got the Grayton new in box. Actually, the Northman too. This little guy was Marketplace, the Homestead. Marketplace on that, I think I mentioned. The R&M was... I'm not sure, to be honest. The Heritages were both Marketplace. The Lasco was Marketplace shipping, so it's like free shipping and 20 bucks. I couldn't say no to that. And the Flintstone fan was, that was a lucky eBay auction. Actually, now that I say it, I think the R&M was also a lucky eBay one. It was like 35 or something like that. Plus shipping, so it was a little more than I like, but it's an R&M, it's worth it. All right, now let's do spin down. I think it's 1, 2. Okay, I have to remember the breakers. All right, so here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, this is gonna be impossible for me to keep track of. Okay, so the first one to stop is the Bell & Howell. It's probably gonna be the Harbor Breeze next. Go full wide angle so you can see my disgustingly disorganized garage. Yep, Harbor Breeze. Oh yeah, the Adamberg was next after the Bell & Howell. Next, probably the 36-inch original, I'm not sure. It can surprise you sometimes. Well, that's a cool looking shot. These are still going over here. I think it's going to be the Matari. Yeah, the little original stopped. Okay. It's so hard to watch which one because it could be anything. Okay, Little Encon, Princess. So it was the Hugger, the Princess. It's still going. Okay. Crusader, Matari, Flintstone fan, and the Brass Heritage somewhere in there too. R&M, Rainbow Hugger, Charleston, Omnia, maybe the SMC next? Yes, SMC, the bearings are shot in that fan. Oh yeah, that was on OfferUp. New Tone, Hug the Ceiling, Lasco, did another one stop? I can't pay attention. Oh yeah, the Casablanca and the Minka Air. Sorry, I got a nasty cramp in my leg. That hurt to sit down. Okay, there we go. The Grayton. Wow, the Marley, the original. Yep, the original. The tied with the Moss. And the Northman was last. All right. That's interesting. That just beat a steel-bladed industrial with stopping time. And it's still going. Sorry, I'm not filming. I'm trying to watch in real life, so my filming is all over the place. All right, that's new. I was also impressed by the original there, too. All right, let's do zero to high, section at a time. So these fans first. All right, this next one's going to be kind of hard to film. This section. Oh, yeah, IntelliTouches don't do zero to high like that. Neither does the Bell & Howell. Let me go do that for you real quick. Also, let it be known there are 2 Casablancas on my display now, not just one. Bell and Howell spinning well enough. And lastly, this section. All right, and I think that'll be a good conclusion to National Ceiling Fan Day. So I'm going to be doing a lot of work out here. Some of these fans will be replaced soon. I got to do some cleaning and organizing out here because this place is a dump. I apologize again for showing you guys that if you happen to see it. But yeah, there you have it. A home tour of all my fans installed and the ones in my garage. You can expect to see some more collectible fans soon, and I'm gonna have more individual videos on fans like the Windward and okay, yeah, just the Windward. But I'll have more videos of some of the new fans soon. So thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you for supporting me and loving my channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you all for watching, and have a great National Ceiling Fan Day.